Welcome to your Xiegu G90 Quick Start Guide. Hi, I'm Sebastian, KB0TTL with BridgeCom Systems. In front of us today we have the new Xiegu G90, our first HF transceiver. Today's video is going to help you get your radio up and running. You'll be able to see what to expect in the box, what each of the components are, and how they all go together, and how we could get this up and running here today. In front of us today we have our Xiegu G90, just as it comes packaged. We're going to go ahead and crack this open here. Sheet of protective foam. Just going to put it aside here. It says here data purchase distributor. This is probably the warranty information. So you'll want to keep a hold of this here. It has the date of manufacturer and of course G90 and the product serial number. Proof of purchase basically. We have our instruction manual. This is actually a fairly well-written instruction manual in my approximation. It's concise. It has the front panel. It has all of the features. And I was actually able to follow this instruction manual initially to do just about everything on this radio. We're also going to go into, in future videos, how that all works. It covers everything from the radio unit itself. You have all the specifications right here in this manual. We have the serial hookup here for the detachable faceplate. The faceplate on this radio is detachable, and also there are accessory faceplates available on the aftermarket for this radio, such as the GSOC. We have our fused power cord, which we're going to use in a little bit here. We have our USB programming cable that we're going to use to update the firmware. The firmware is updated both on the front panel and on the main unit of the radio. That'll also be covered in future videos. We have our standard RJ45 microphone. It's actually quite advanced for a little microphone. It has a push-to-talk button, has your channel or memory up and down buttons. You could select VFO or memory using the VFO memory button. You can use your auto tuner right from the microphone. You can enter in by band or alphanumerically the frequency. What you would go ahead and do if you want to key in a frequency manually is you'd hit enter frequency. You can use the buttons to key in a specific frequency, or without hitting this you can just select a specific band or frequency range. You can select between modes. You can select between AM, CW, SSB upper and lower sidebands by hitting the mode button here on the microphone. There are multiple other features that can be programmed into the microphone, optional P1 and P2 function buttons, which we'll get into later. You also get a Allen wrench tool, hex key tool, for removal of the front display panel. And last but not least, the Xiegu G90 HF radio rig itself. The main body comes in two pieces, the detachable front panel, as well as the main unit. When updating the firmware on this radio, what's interesting to note is that both the front panel and the main body unit have their own firmware that is updated. You would update the front panel's firmware with this little port here on the bottom with your USB cable. Then likewise, if you were updating the firmware on the main body unit, you would plug your programming cable into the central COM port on the back. This is a standard SO239 connector for standard PL259 coaxial antenna connections. A port for a CW key, the COM and programming port, a data in-out port, as well as an accessory port. And you'll see the pin out of that port in the user manual. We also have a grounding lug for mobile use. This particular grounding lug can be unscrewed. It's kind of tightened in there, kind of tight, so it might take a tool to loosen this initially, but a grounding lug to attach a counterpoise or ground wire to for mobile or field use. And then of course your power port here in the back. I'm going to go ahead and attach our power cord here, as this is also an assembly video. This is a fused power cord. So if your radio was ever to go dead on you, the first thing you would check is the inline fuse. Just here, just inline fuse up here up top. You would just check with an ohm meter for continuity to make sure that that's still good. Then we have our plug, which only fits in one way. Only supposed to fit in one way. And with the thumb facing upwards, and then click. And this is a 12 volt power cord. My experience is it takes about 6 to 10 amps for the full power wattage of 20 watts. So I've run this off of a 5 amp supply and I've gotten just about 20 watts out of it. And then I hooked it up to a 10 amp supply and bingo, there we were. So we have our standard RJ45 mic, which plugs into the standard RJ45 connection on the side of the radio. Just snaps in there. All right, I'm going to set this up facing you. Before I go power this on, I'll want to connect our antenna. Connecting our antenna, a standard PL259 connection on a length of 50 ohm coax. For a nice secure fit. And then to connect the power. See our Xiegu logo come up there on the screen. Little waterfall display is adjusting. The auto tuner inside of this radio is actually pretty decent. I've actually had times where I've had antennas on my antenna analyzer that have measured an SWR of maybe 5 or even 6. I've used this internal tuner to match that antenna down below a 1.8 SWR, so it is actually pretty impressive. You do not have to be a skilled antenna builder, nor do you really have to know much about antenna theory at all to operate this radio. All right, folks, so you've literally seen how easy it is to begin operating this radio right out of the box. The only thing that does not come with this radio that is necessary to operate right out of the box is your antenna and your power supply. So today we showed you exactly what comes in the box and how to set up your new G90 transceiver. If you're still having questions or would like to get one yourself, please click in the description below. To see more content like today, click the notification bell. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sebastian, KB0TTL with BridgeCom Systems, N73.